Alright guys, here we are for another trailer review. We're reviewing the trailer for the movie Amityville Murders, because we haven't got enough Amityville movies.
We're going back to Amityville again, and I think, frankly, we're due.
There's been so many. There's more of these than I can even think of. This one brought to you by the people from the producer from The Haunting in Connecticut. Again, an producer thing.
of.
The problem is that things have too many producers.
That's the core issue, is that every movie has 3 to 5 producers.
Yeah.
So you can't say from the producer of this. You have to say from a producer of it, which makes it sound cheap and shitty. Was the Ryan Reynolds one an Amityville movie? I think I liked that one.
Yeah, like a lot of them aren't bad and have decent things in them. The problem is there's so I'm suffering from Amityville fatigue.
Okay.
I was alphabetizing some movies
and the A's are full of Amityville.
I had I think 3 or 4 Amityville
like
movies.
completely different movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Going back to that like 70s one, or
yes.
okay. So yeah, I know this is the one based on true story, whatever.
They all are.
Yeah, because it's the same story. That it's all
the same
based
story.
On. Is it so? What's
and that house? Where is that house? It's not that far away either, right? I remember hearing someone I know saying, "Oh yeah, I went to look at something or other." Blah 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 blah. I don't know.
I think people live there now, and they're fine or something. Like,
because nothing based on true events means literally nothing.
Every time you go into the based on true events like backstory, it's always like, oh, nothing happened. They had a Ouija board, it didn't work, and they were like, haha, make a movie where like there's demons running through the thing.
So he killed the guy next to him.
Yeah. So what is the problem though with there being so many Amityville, movies that you go?
Are you going to bring something new to the table?
Like you go into the movie and you know that the dad's gonna go crazy because the house is like getting to him, and you just know that already.
Yeah.
So the only way to make it work is to get Ryan Reynolds in there with a beard and
the best abs he's had in years,
and like be all cut and like show up everybody else. I think that may have been the pinnacle, honestly.
But you're kind of hit the nail on the head where your only real differences is like, well, what actors are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
How much has like effects advanced? Like how do you do this, that, and the other thing? And I don't think that things have changed that much since the last one that you can make this that much better.
I could be wrong. I really like a character-driven movie where someone's acting weird and the other characters have to react to them acting weirder and weirder, and they're going crazy, and you're not sure from whose point of view you're seeing events and what's real or not. And if they could do that better, I'm open to it. But as you say, I'm not optimistic about it.
It being available on iTunes and in theaters the same date. Again, my sign for quality.
That's just going to be how it is, though.
I can't imagine that being true. You're not going to see like Aquaman in theaters and iTunes.
There's going to be like 2 levels, but the top 10% are going to be theaters, and everything else is going to eventually just be this big soup of digital streaming at the same time.
Well, let's check it out.
Diving in. I had it wrong, so obviously the Ryan Reynolds one is like new people move into the house later, and then they get insane or whatever. This, I think, is like the original one where it is like the boy, who kills his whole family or whatever, I think, right?
I couldn't care less.
Great.
This trailer reminds me of like all right, let's just watch 13 different trailers. You got the Paranormal Activity one, you got like the Unfriended one, you got the blah blah. All right, we'll take like all the best parts of those and like we'll just shoot them like worse and make that into our movie.
And
that's kind of what this is. Like
about
all the parts that aren't like the effect. Look at this shots are like really mild, boring acting scenes. I got not a lot to say about this because it's just. There's nothing worth talking about in this trailer.
No, yeah, totally agree. We get like the covers being whipped off. It's not a Ouija board; it's a penny on a plate. But I guess like if you're on a budget, you can't afford a Ouija board.
Yeah.
We get the whole like there's weird figures around. We get even like I found his notebook and it's full of like demonic sketches and all that stuff. And like to a certain degree, if your thing's good enough, you can forgive some of these tropes. You can say like, listen, we gotta have the drawings of the demons or something. We gotta like the kid keeps drawing. What does it mean? Oh, and all that. Like fine, but yes, you're right. This just has everything in there. I think a bird hits the window at one point.
Yeah, things float. The bullshit happens. You can see the clock panning on. Like, oh, you just keep staring at the ceiling. And so the time's just zipping by.
So uninspired, I think, is a solid.
That's a good character, like a good defining word for this. Yeah, it seems painfully generic. Or like it seems like a person that is in a creative field that maybe not have the creativity to do things on their own. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where it just seems like a lot of, like, I saw this in that movie, that was cool, write that down, we should do that thing. I saw this there, that's cool too. And you can have cool amalgamation style movies where it's like, oh, he took the best part of this and that, but like usually they're drawing from different, like completely different types of movies and genres to make it their own thing. But this is like, well, you're taking from all these different horror movies that were like, you know, okay, that was popular in 2016, that was popular in 2012, this was a good one from 2000, that is 2018, okay, we got our movie for 2019. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I agree. No, and there's nothing. I don't know.
One actor that I remember is the dad. Like,
oh yeah,
and he's been in things. But everyone else, I'm like, okay, if I've seen you in something, I don't remember you. And there's not that big draw. There's not like I don't have a thing where I'm like, oh well, The Rock signed on though, so you know it's probably gonna be good, or at least the effects will be great.
They even do like The Conjuring, like getting dragged on the floor thing. That's really. I think we could keep watching this and like keep finding stuff that's just directly lifted, shot for shot. From
That's what I got from my first viewing. I'm like, all right, this is a nightmare movie.
Like we could list them all out. No, yeah, this needed to be, you know, as I alluded to in the pre-talk. There's a way to do this really creepily, where stuff's unraveling and the family and the tension and all that stuff. Again, that's what I liked about the Ryan Reynolds one to some degree. It wasn't great, but it was good, I thought. And this it shows me no signs of being that good. So
not even a little.
No, and like it sucks. Whatever.
I give this a must miss.
I give it a please miss.
2 thumbs down, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.